So let's talk about chocolate. Now, the other night, I was desperate for some chocolate, and I even drove all the way to the supermarket to go and find some vegan chocolate to satisfy my urge. But the best thing you can do is actually make your own chocolate using raw cacao and the feminine part, or the female part of the chocolate plant, the cacao bean, which is cacao butter. So let me show you what cacao butter looks like, because you could be fooled into thinking it was white chocolate. Now, if you taste it, it tastes like nothing, not like white chocolate. It's disappointing to say the least. However, if you melt it in a bowl, I usually do about a cup. Here you go. And you also get some coconut oil, same amount in a bowl, and you simply add those together with the cacao powder. You're going to be able to make something quite delicious that you can then pour into molds. So I usually put a good pinch of salt and a pinch of a spice called garam masala, which is slightly spicy, and it makes the coconut butter even more melty when you put it in your mouth. Can you hear the birds out there? They're so noisy. Now, I also toasted up some almonds, and also I got an orange and just grated the zest off it and popped that in here. I'm gonna make some orange flavored chocolate, and also my favorite is the goji berries. So I like them because I keep my chocolates in the freezer, because the melting point is much lower than for normal chocolate. So a regular block of chocolate might not melt on your bench, but this sort of chocolate probably will. So I like to put my chocolates in the freezer, and when I put them in the freezer with the goji berries in, they are so chewy and delicious. It's like having a little caramel center to the chocolate. Now, how we make it sweet, I add just a little bit of maple syrup and or some stevia. And I'm also right now baking up some macadamias. So I've got some roasted macadamias as well. So I'll show you what it looks like in a moment. And you could do this any way you like, but I like to put it into a container, give it a really good shake, and just start pouring it into my molds. And that should be a pretty tidy way to do it. And then I add the goodies on top. Yay! So here's another good tip. I don't just add just regular salt in there. I get the crunchy bits with, the big coarse ground salt, and then I crush it up myself so that all the pieces of salt are like variable sizes. And you might think, well, why does that matter? But if the salt is just distributed evenly throughout the chocolate, it's much less lovely than when you just get this little piece of salt. So that's something else that I do. Ha-ha! Doesn't that look great? Healthy chocolate, full of minerals, yummy things. I actually put a little bit of coconut cream into the chocolate squares and made a milk chocolate too. So enjoy!